Good evening, all. I hope you people are fine. And I can see Mayur, Vinod, Sanket in a very serious mood. Yeah, hi. Yeah, Prakshi. So, so I decided to change the software at the last time because there were some issues regarding connectivity there. So if you still feel issues of connectivity in this software, we're going to change that also. No issues regarding any of the things. So we are going to have the best of software so that you should have a seamless experience. You should not feel that that is a long distance relationship. You should feel like as if the teacher is in front of your eyes. So before we start, let's do all the customary things like the audio and the video checks. So let me know whether the audios, videos and everything are fine or not. No issue. Matlab, you let me just present the screen also to know whether you are able to see the screen. Just a second, friends. Yeah, can you see my whiteboard now? Ha. Yeah, go on, dear. Go on, go on. In the system, the Google Meet, you need not have any desktop app for that. It is directly on the website of Google, meet.google.com. So for desktop, there is no as such a specific app. Huh? But the how you are able to join now? Acha, any one of you using a desktop to join? Through the desktop also. So directly you put in the web browser, the link doesn't open. But if you open it on a Gmail, then it gets open. Or what you people can do is directly go to the Google Meet website. What I do is and put the code there. Instead of clicking the link, directly go to the website meet.google.com and put the code there. Is the visuals fine? I see myself very red. My face is not so red. Neither I am angry. Neither I am angry. Haji. So can you tell me whether the visuals, just tell me about the visuals. So we'll start in 2 or 3 more minutes. One by one, let's talk to each other. Uh, did you get the notes of the chapter one? So I'm processing now next new chapters along with the practical questions, and in due now I'm going to switch off all of you so that at least what I say you can hear it. and I want you to switch off your mics. I want everybody to switch off their mics. So once I give you the permission, then you speak. It will be good for you and good for the whole class. So now I'm switching on my mic.
Now please let me know the audio. We can chat also. Now whether the audio is better now because I've switched on my mic. The audio will be now better. And there's a chat option there also. Look, I'm sending you a hi. And you can also return back by saying hi, hi. Now the audio is much better. So take your time, get comfortable. Take your time, get comfortable. And I welcome Mayur, Prakshi, Vinod. Sanket is very serious today. I don't know why. Kanishka, Rajendran. So I've been in touch with Rajendran for last 1.5 months. I still remember. Every time we used to have only one concern. Sir, classes should be in English because I don't understand Hindi. So I told Rajendran, don't worry, I'll make it in English. But sometimes little bit Hindi I also speak. Hi Sonal, why are you looking so lost? Sonal Goyal, why you are looking so lost, dear? Prakshi is smiling. She's always smiling. She understand anything or not, she'll smile. I haven't switched on your mics now. Acha, the point is, once I'm teaching, for half an hour, I'll not let you speak anything, but it will become a fish market. So let's understand some rules of online is, acha, kuch Sanchet is saying something. Sanchet,
What are you saying, dear? I've switched off my mic. You can switch on your mic. Sanket, you're saying something? No, you have no query. Chalo, I'm giving you two more minutes to ask you queries or doubts regarding the technological aspects. I want it to be very smooth and seamless. That should be the ultimate thing. Because in a face-to-face setup, the board is wrong, the chalk is not writing, the marker is not writing, there's not a problem. But in the technology, I want everybody should be feeling as if I am just next to you. It should not feel I'm in a different world, I'm an alien from Mars and you are from Jupiter. And there's a book also, Men Are From Venus, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Have you read that book? Any one of you? No. Chalo. So I'm going to start the session now. And one more doubt students have regarding
some students are in recorded mode. So the purely recorded mode students will be getting the links in due course of time in 3-4 days because let 2 or 3 more classes to be recorded there. So I'll make them a separate group and put them in a recorded mode. One. Secondly, students of the old syllabus need not worry. Let us complete these things and whatever is left which is extra in your syllabus, I'll give you 3-4 extra classes for that. Thirdly, if you miss any of your live lectures, don't rush up the things. You just note the day, the lecture number, and in periodical basis, I'll provide you the backup. It's not like every second class you miss, I will be able to provide, but you note it down and I'll try to provide you whatever the classes you have missed. Clear? So friends, now on this first day of the new week, I'm starting my session And here we are, and see how the journey progresses. And our aim, as I told you, friends, just a second, uh, just a second, friends. And friends, our aim, as I told you, will be to cover 100% coverage. This time, as I told you, we are going to do 100% coverage. Yes, we are going to do past examinations questions because that is very important. And as Mayur also said, that case studies needs to be done so that you people can become more proficient and more confident. Acha, if you have any query, there is a group which I have made for you all also. You can enter the query in the group later on. But once there is a live class going on, you can ask your queries in the what do you call, the Google Meet setup. And I don't want you to be asking queries on the mobile group. So the mobile group after the class we will use, and the class queries you will. What I'll do is I'll give a specific time every half an hour. The session will be from 6:30 to 9. So every half an hour, what I'll do is I'll ask you queries and I'll switch off my mic and let you speak. It will not be like every second I am going to ask you queries. So 100% coverage we are going to do, past examinations questions we are going to do, case studies we are going to do. And the intention is to complete the syllabus in 3 months. If I feel the syllabus is going beyond, the extra classes before 3 months I'm going to put, not after 3 months. So once this sessions which is going to start has already started, all the extra classes I put in between, because night is ours. I'm a night person. I don't think you people are, but don't worry. If any extra classes there and you're not able to join in, all these classes are being recorded. So you will not face any difficulty whatsoever. So friends, our advanced text law paper is of 100 marks, as you know, and is divided into 2 sections. Today's class, because your GST portion is the maximum, so I'm going to start with the GST portion first. So it is direct tax and indirect tax. And indirect tax consists of 2 types of taxes which we need to cover. One is your GST and other is your customs duty. And the breakup is also given by the institute. Fortunately, direct tax is of 30 marks, GST is of 60 marks, and custom is of 10 marks. So my intention is I'm going to start off with GST from today, because this is approximately 60%. So 2/3 of your syllabus approximately you can say will be of GST. Then we are going to cover customs, and lastly we are going to cover direct tax. So this is my intention. Acha, you need not refer any other extra material. You need not refer any extra material for studying direct tax, advanced tax law paper. So all the material will be given by me. Don't worry. Gradually, because lot of preoccupation takes place, but don't worry, you will be given the best of material and all the things will be covered. No need to study the study material. Study material I am going to revise with you once we complete certain topics. Then we can have a recap from the study material. But I am not going to teach you from the study material. I am going to teach you from my material. Fine. One more thing. Some tests at regular interval and the mock test I have also planned so that we can study like a classroom. I want the studies should be like a classroom. I'm your teacher and you are my student. So it will not be like a casual thing. It will be a damn professional thing. And I want you to prepare for the tests and a mock test because examinations, professional examinations, are not only test of your knowledge but test of your confidence, whether you get stressed out too fast, time, writing practice. So how will you appear for the test? For test purposes, what will you do is, I'll give you the question paper, you will solve the question paper and send me the photographs, the pics or the scanned copies, where I'll check it and send you back on your email. So, acha, one more thing, your details which you have given me in the booking form should be correct, so that once we send you the links or the question papers, or we contact you in any manner, we obviously won't contact you, but send you a message on your mobile, something regarding the marks you have scored or something, it should be correct. If you have any changes to be made, then again you can just drop me a message regarding the change, because here I am directly connected with you, so you need not worry about anything. So I am there for you 24/7, but don't contact me 24/7, but I am there for you 24/7. That is the point. So friends, I'm going to start with first GST. Before I start with GST, today's class, I'm going to keep basics. I'm going to, the point is, I'm going to start from the basic level. Though you people, many of you have studied things before, but let me just build up the tempo of the class by taking all of you together. Some might be studying for the first time, many of you, but many of you have studied. I know you are all intelligent, but in front of me, you are all kids. In front of me, you are all kids. So let me just go through it. And if we think that classes are going beyond 3 months, before that, I'm going to put in extra classes. Friends, let me understand, or let me make you understand, what is the difference between a direct tax and an indirect tax. So friend, there are two types of taxes, as you know. So I'm going to start with GST now. And today I'm going to discuss about what the problems and all. If somebody has a problem logging in, you can just drop me a message on the group also, though I won't prefer you should write me live messages in the WhatsApp group, but still sometimes message is not going through or connectivity problems come. So you can just give me a buzz or a message in my WhatsApp group. So friends, the taxes are of two types, direct tax and indirect tax. Friends, what is a direct tax? Legally speaking, direct tax means a tax where incidence and impact of tax, is on same person. Whereas indirect tax is a tax where incidence and impact of tax is on different person. Friends, incidence and impact, these two terms, I don't know whether you have studied them before or not. There is one term known as incidence of tax. Another term is known as impact of tax. Incidence of tax and impact of tax. Now, what do you mean by these two terms? Friends, impact of tax is a person on whom the impact falls. Person on whom tax is levied. This is the impact on him. But is the incidence of tax also borne by him? No. In a direct tax, it is borne by him only, on whom tax is levied. And what is the impact of tax means? Impact of tax means who bears the tax, whose pocket gets empty, who bears the tax, whose pocket gets empty, and when these two is same, it's the same person, when these two are same person, we call it a direct tax. And as you know, example of a direct tax is income tax, which is also in a syllabus fortunately, and the example is income tax. So impact is on whom the impact is there? Friends, the impact is on the person earning income. Person, many of you might be earning incomes. The impact is on you. But whose pocket gets empty? Again, the same person. We can't shift the burden. You can call it like this. So this, I've written both the things again. This is incidence of tax. This is incidence of tax. So impact is on earning person, and incidence is also on the person earning income. So it becomes a direct tax. So impact and incidence. So these types of things you need to learn so that you can get good marks. Obviously in exam they are not going to ask you direct and indirect, but you should know impact and incidence. Now, what about indirect tax? In indirect tax, the impact of tax and incidence of tax, will it be on the same person or different person? Different person, different person. And the examples are in our syllabus. We are talking about our syllabus is GST and customs. GST and customs. Now let's see on whom the incidence and the impact is there in case of GST. In case of GST, the impact is on the supplier who supplies goods or services, and the incidence is shifted. Incidence is shifted to the recipient. Incidence shifted to the recipient. Are these two same? No, they are different. So it is indirect tax. So you are able to shift the incidence to the recipient. Whereas in case of customs, again the impact is on the importer or exporter. Whereas the incidence you are able to shift to the buyer. Incidence you are able to shift to the buyer of goods, whether it is import or export. So it becomes automatically indirect. So impact and incidence on two different persons, impact or incidence on the same person. And this is how our syllabus has been divided. 60 marks for your indirect taxes and 70 marks for your indirect taxes and 30 marks for your direct taxes. Now let's proceed. So let me just now ask for your feedback regarding the things, but it is the first class. So I will be going a little bit slow so that at least how I teach, many of you know, but the technology aspects are also there. So I'm coming back to you to see whether you people did get anything or not. So I'm coming now.
Mayur and Sanket is not. You need to switch off Mayur. I'm putting you on mute. अच्छा, and Sanket, I'm also putting you on mute. तो मैंने आपकी ना बोलती बंद कर देनी है. Now you can speak up if the entire 10 minutes which I taught, did you understand? Obviously these things are minor, but technological point. Acha, this is also good. Vinod's, देखो, we need to learn the tricks. Vinod does like this, or you can do, ooh, you didn't like it. So what you can do is you can just show me a thumbs up so that I can know. You can also show me a thumbs up. If I ask you, did you understand? Thumbs up. There's the thunder. Clear? Chalo. So let's proceed now. So friends, let's talk about direct and indirect. So GST is an indirect tax. Is an indirect tax. You know, GST, which people criticize, or they say is like a Gabbar Singh tax, or some people say good and a simple tax, has not been an easy journey. You know, perfection takes years and years of hard work, and because of years and years of indirect tax system being wrong in India, this GST was the culmination, or GST was the what you call final outcome. See, so what I'm going to do today is let you know what was the constitutional need and what was the problems in the old system which led to the introduction
of GST. So friends, before that, so I'm going to tell you a historical perspective. Yes, historical perspective and constitutional schemes, yeah, constitutional what you called amendments. Yeah, should I tell you historical perspective first? So historical perspective before introduction of GST. Historical perspective before introduction of GST. Friends, have any one of you read Constitution before? I don't think so. There's an article 265 in the Constitution of India. There's an article 260. What I'll recommend is you should download an app of Constitution of India from the Play Store also. You should be having it because you people will be studying law, though laws are given in the act, but national perspective you should know. So there might be very some authentic apps on the Play Store. You can download the Constitution app, and Article 265 says no tax, yes my dear friends, no tax can be levied or collected in India by central or state government except by authority of law. The Constitution of India, Article 265 says no tax can be levied or collected in India by the central or the state government except by authority of law. So in India, you cannot just levy or any collect tax without law permitting it. If law does not permit, neither central government can do anything, neither state government can do anything. Now, do you know where are this power given in which article? Now the second article which you need to know is Article 246. Yes, Article 246 of the Constitution, which says law can be enacted by the parliament. If you have any suggestion regarding my beautiful handwriting, you can give me also. So law can be enacted by parliament or state legislature. Law can be enacted by parliament or state legislature if such power is given in the Constitution of India. The law can be made by the parliament or state legislature if the power is given by the Constitution. And this power which we are talking about, friends, this power which we are talking about, this power, यहाँ पर law था, law से power पे आ गए, and this power is given, yes my dear friends, this power to levy taxes is given in the Schedule 7 of the Article 246. Schedule 7 of the Article 246. And this Schedule 7 gives the power in the form of 3 lists. This Schedule 7 gives the power in the form of 3 lists. You might have studied this in your executive or might have when you studied your professional paper. So one is list 1, list 2 and list 3. So it will be great if you download the Constitution of India also. This will also help you to see the articles which I mentioned. What I'll do is I'll send you the CGST Act also, a soft copy of the Act. Just for references purpose. I'm telling you, more you study from the source, more intelligent you will become. Just like in spirituality, though I'm not here as a Baba, though I can do that also, I know. So, what is our source? Nature. So, more you get close to the nature, you become happy. And this, in law, more you get to the source. And unfortunately, we don't try to study from the bare act. So, secondly, you should download the latest CGST acts, latest CGST rules, though my notes give them in a short way, but for certain reference purposes, you should be having, if you have time. So you can go to the Central Board of Indirect Tax and Customs CBIC website where you can download the latest CGST Act and CGST rules, because that is our primary thing which we need to study. Other GST Acts will also study. And list 1, my dear friends, is known as Union List. List 2 is known as State List. And list 3 is known as Concurrent List. It's fine. And items in the list 1, central government can make laws. State list, state government can make laws. And both central and state government can. Acha, there's a one request from the student to let her in. She's standing outside the class. Let me see. This is the online world is just like the virtual world. Matlab really, sometimes I feel कि when you have locked the door from inside, somebody is knocking and you are busy with somewhere else. So similarly, this happened. So somebody wants to enter. Now who wants to enter? Yeah, I am. So now I think they have also entered. Can you show me yourself who has entered now? Chalo, I think I've given them the permission. They can now enter. Let's proceed. So this is the point. Matlab, so central government can make law. Where were we? State government, both center. Haan. But these laws are applicable for whole of India, oblique any part of India. The central laws are applicable for whole of India or any part of India. Whereas the state laws are applicable for a whole of state, oblique part of the state. ऐसा नहीं है कि state laws will be applicable for entire Delhi. It can be for particular part of Delhi also. This is the point. So for whole of the state or part of the state, the central laws are applicable for whole of India or a part of India, whereas the state laws are applicable for the state or part of the state. One more thing. And the central government means the parliament, obviously. Central government means the parliament. And the state government means the state legislature. State legislature. State government means state legislature. State assembly. You know, parliament is made by the MPs, whereas state legislature is made by the MLAs. Hanji. There is one more point, which is parliament can make laws for any matter, for any territory of India. Parliament can make laws for any matter for any territory of India. So that means Parliament can make laws for any matter or any territory of India. State laws, there is state government. So this power is used for making laws for union territories. Union territories. This power again is given in the union list. So Parliament can make laws for any matters for any territory of India. Yes. So the state jurisdiction or the state government has a jurisdiction for the state. What I'm trying to say is the state government has a jurisdiction for the state. And the central government can make any laws for any part of India. So exclude the state laws. So central will make the laws for whole of India as well as for the union territories. So the interpretation is like this. So Parliament can make laws for any matter for any territory of India, and example is union territory. So they can also make laws for the union territory. So for a whole of India and for union territories, the central government can make laws. And for the state government, acha, or here one line is also written. Here one line is also written whether the matter is there in the state list or not. State list or not. So all the items of the union list and all the items of the state list for union territory, the central government can make law. Or what I can do is, the crux of the matter is central government can make laws for whole of India excluding the state, मोटा मोटा, क्योंकि वहां पर state laws हैं, whole of India and union territory. What I'll do is like this: whole of India and union territories, whereas the state government can make laws for the state. Fine. Now let's proceed. All this historical perspective I'm giving you so that you can understand the GST. So today we are going to cover up the historical perspective and directly jump to the GST train also. So the union list gives central government the powers to levy taxes or to make laws, whereas state list gives the state government the powers, and concurrent list gives both central and state government the powers on certain matters to make law. Now we are talking about direct taxes and indirect taxes. As you know, GST is an indirect tax. So let me just talk about direct tax first. Friends, direct tax, if we talk about union list and state list, yes, there is an entry number 82 in the union list which says tax on income except agriculture income. खेती बाड़ी पे, खेती, you know what is खेती? Agriculture. Central government cannot make any law. The logic is under entry number 46 of the state list, tax on agriculture income, the power is given to the state government. So we talk about significant entries on any income except agriculture income, central government will make law, and that's the reason they have passed Income Tax Act 1961. On this basis, they have passed Income Tax Act 1961. And state governments have passed state income tax acts. Not all, but some. State Income Tax Act. State Income Tax Act 1961. Just a second, friends. State Income Tax Acts. That's it. Let's not make it 1961. State Income Tax Act. Fine. There is one more entry which you need to know is entry number 85. Entry number 85 of the union list, which is corporation tax, which is again a power given to the central government, Corporation tax means when companies and corporations earn income, they are liable to pay tax, and that tax is also included by the central government. So this difference between the two, I'm telling you, this is tax on income. Maybe income is by A or B, whereas entry number 85 is corporation tax when the companies and the corporation. In Income Tax Act covers both tax on corporations as well as individuals, Hindu undivided families, partnership firms, both. So दोनों ही is covered under the Income Tax Act. Fine. There is one more entry of direct tax. This is entry number 86. Entry number 86. Tax on capital value of assets, and this is covered under Income Tax Act only. Tax on companies, Income Tax Act 61. And this was wealth tax, and which has been abolished now, and which is not applicable. So friends, अगर हम बात करें तो मेजरली हमारे डायरेक्ट टैक्स की जो एंट्रीज हैं, दैट इज वन एंट्री नंबर 82, एंट्री नंबर 85, entry number 46. This is not in a syllabus. This we don't have to do. This is not in the syllabus. Acha, this entry number 82 and entry number 85 we have to do. Acha, one very important point. This time the paper of advanced tax law, they have asked questions relating to executive examination. I'm not what do you call, scaring you, but 80C deductions, 80D deductions, all the small things which are generally not being done are asked in the December attempt. So generally the syllabus, just a second friends, a lot of noise in the background. I need to tell my family people also, because they are also used to me working in the afternoon. They are not used to me working in the afternoon, so they are making lot of noise. So मुझे बहुत लोगों की बोलती बंद करवानी है आज. आपके तो करवाई दी है, अब मैं अपने परिवार वालों की भी करवाऊं. Just a second friend, just give me a 2 minutes of time. चलिए, so friends, एक गूगली हमारे institute has thrown to us that we need to study certain parts of our executive things. Ab let us see how I'm going to mix and match with your advanced tax law, but some time I'll spend on an overall basis to give a view about the taxes of the executive system, because generally your syllabus contains company taxation under the Income Tax Act for advanced tax law, but unfortunately they want you to be expert. They want you to be expert of jack of all trade and master of none. So anyhow, we'll try to do that. So The power to levy tax, a direct tax on agriculture income, is only with the state, whereas all the direct taxes are more or less on an income also is with the central government, but this wealth tax has been abolished. Now let's talk about indirect taxes, how the power was divided before introduction of GST. Yes, I'm going to tell you how the power was divided. Now I'm coming back again to you on
speakers, on your mics to see your very queries or doubts. Coming back. Haji, any doubts or queries till now? I'm going, yeah, Vinod has a problem. Vinod, go on. How to unmute Vinod? So, just a second. I am unmuting Vinod. Yeah, go on, Vinod.
Yes, sir. So my point is, when the entry number is allowing the central government to tax on income, except agriculture, why is currently 85 is there for corporation because corporation will tax also income and income tax?
Maybe government wants to levy tax only on corporation, not on any other thing one day. So the point is, when we have two cars, when you can go with one car, why do you need two cars? So this is just an extra provision given so that one day government doesn't want to tax income. As per entry number 82, they only want to tax corporations. So in that case, they will not use 82, they will use 85. So the constitution makers are so smart, they try to give everything. In fact, there is one entry number 97 in the union list, which is a residual entry, which says
central government can levy tax on any item which is not there anywhere. So they can also put a tax on a breathing. They might say breathing tax. They will put a meter on our mouth and then say this units you have consumed and you need to pay tax. And you don't pay tax, they will switch off the meter. So the point is, entry number 97 is a residual entry. So these constitution makers were very learned people. And this 50 years ago, when there was no technology, they made it happen. Just look at it now. We are having the advantages of technology, but these people 70 years ago made these things. They also knew certain things might come up. So they have planned for everything. That is the point. So let's proceed. So friends, I'm going to now tell you the indirect tax system before introduction of GST, the key entries that were there and how now the entries have been deleted after the GST, so that you will know what were the problems and how these entries have been deleted. Now see. So indirect tax system. Indirect tax. Again, union list and state list. Now let's see the key indirect tax entries of the union list and the state list. Just like direct tax, I've told you. Acha, one point of concern which I had, because in the December examination they asked many things related to executive. So what I'll do is I'll give you some extra classes for the executive things also. So let us just continue first. Then I'll tell you how to go about that. Some extra classes I'll put in. Don't worry. It is all inclusive. You need not pay anything extra for that. Chaliye. So let's talk about key indirect tax entries. Yeah. So first is entry number. Acha, entry number. You can use two colored pens also. But to make notes, just a second. My app has just stopped. It will take 10 seconds to restart. It will take 10 seconds to restart. So what I recommend is have two colored pens. One is a blue pen and a red pen. So some key areas you can write with a red pen. This way it becomes appealing. It becomes appealing to your eyes and you can easily remember. It becomes appealing. Just give me 10 more seconds so that I can restart my writing application. Yeah, here it is. So key indirect taxes before introduction. Indirect taxes before introduction of GST. We talk about union list, my dear friends. Union list. And let's talk about state list. You won't be needing a break in the class. If you want, we can schedule a small break of 5 minutes. Not now, obviously at a particular time if you want. If you let me know once I ask you, would you be requiring a break or something, or it should be a non-stop 2.5 session? Let me know. Maybe not now, once I ask you. So let's talk about entry number 83. Entry number 83. Does anybody know entry number 83?
I am switching off my mic. What is entry number 83? You can speak up. You can speak up on your mic. Anybody knows entry number 83? Anybody knows entry number 83? Acha, entry number 83 is duties of customs.
Yes, that is again a central government subject. Duties of custom. Custom duties. Duties of custom. Duties of custom. That's an import and export duties. The custom duties levied because of entry number 83. And the Customs Act 1962 has been passed. So they here import duties and export duties are levied. Now I'm going to tell you, once GST is introduced, whether this entry has been abolished or entry is still there. So what I'll recommend is just leave a line here blank, and then we go to the next entry, entry number 83. Now just leave a line, because once we do GST, then I'll tell you whether this entry has been abolished or entry is still there. Then you will be able to know which taxes have been abolished and which taxes are still there. Secondly, entry number 84. Entry number 84. Yes, entry number 84. This entry number 84, anybody has any idea? Again, I'm
moving my mic. Entry number 84. Yes, this is excise duty. Great.
This is really very good. This is excise duty. So duties of excise on tobacco products. Yes, my dear friend, duties of excise on tobacco products and goods manufactured or produced in India. In India. This is the thing which was there before GST. Today I'm going to tell you after GST how these entries have been modified or deleted. So, except a alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Do you know this? What is alcoholic liquor for human consumption? You might be knowing this.
You people are grown up now. Do you know what is alcoholic liquor for human consumption? On a public platform, nobody will admit. Haji. So you all know this. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption means beer,
vodka, wine, rum, whiskey for human consumption, not for industrial consumption. Because all this alcohol is also used for industrial consumption, for boilers, for heating purposes, as a fuel. So this is alcoholic liquor for human consumption. है ना? Liquor, maybe alcohol and everything might be used for ethyl alcohol and everything. And B, opium, you might be, weed. These days, many youngsters, and I have idea about all these things, though I haven't tasted them personally. The opium, Indian hemp. Sir, what are you teaching us? We are supposed to be studying taxation and you're teaching us intoxication. Intoxication with tax. Oh man, this is a real good tagline for my classes. Intoxication with tax. Oh, Gada. So have tax in the morning, have tax in the evening, and you get intoxicated, which I am. So opium, Indian hemps, and drugs. So if alcoholic liquor for human consumption is manufactured in India, or opium, Indian hemp, or drugs are manufactured in India, then central government cannot levy excise duty. Central government cannot levy excise duty. And all these things are very important to get a clear perspective about GST. But sir, manufacturing of drug is illegal. Are Baba, these drugs might be sold outside India. They might not be sold in India. So manufacturing per se is not problem. And these manufacturing is done. Alcohol is legal. But this opium, Indian hemp is done under government's jurisdiction. You might have seen North Indian people, what do you call, which was that series name? Raja Bhaiya wali series,
what is the series? Munna Bhaiya and Raja Bhaiya. What is the name of that series? North India. You might have seen on any. You can drop me a message. Mirzapur. Many of you seen. So there is afeem ki kheti. There is afeem ki kheti. So the point I'm trying to
say is that is legal, but under government's rule. Now, do you people,
I'm asking you a question now, reply me. Do you people are having cough? Do you people are having cough? Sir, what you are saying, cough? When we have cough now, we are supposed to be taking cough syrup. When we have cough, we are supposed to be taking cough syrup. And that cough syrup
has some alcohol. Mayur knows about it. He was telling me, sir, when I had cough, I had 4 cough syrups and it was a good quantity for me. So the point I'm trying to say is, sometimes medicines also have alcohol. Medicines also have alcohol, or all these things, so that the medicine can be effective. And Deepika is giving me a big smile. So she also taken the cough syrup. So, and secondly, have you applied deodorants? Do you apply deodorants, or you let the sweat, anybody can smell it? No, na? So the deodorants also have little bit of alcohol, but don't try this at home. Cough syrup you can drink, no problem. But you, Sonal, I hope you're not having any problem understanding English. मैं हिंदी में बोलूं, ये भी बता दीजिएगा. देखो, हिंदी में बोल देता हूं कोई चीज समझाने के लिए. Fine. So friends, but if toiletries and medicines are manufactured and that contain some little traces of drugs or little traces of alcohol, then central government can levy excise. Yes, my dear friends, then central government can levy excise. So here, including yes, medicines and toiletries containing, my dear friends, containing alcoholic liquor, comma, opium, etc. So to get the clear perspective of entry number 84, central government can levy excise on tobacco products. One is the tobacco products. If you're not on alcohol, you're not on drugs, you might be taking a sutta when you go out of your home for 5 minutes to have a walk, and on the neighborhood pan wala, ek do bidi or cigarette, that is a tobacco, or you are doing some such kind of things. You might be upon this, I don't know. So toxication has has many things. So tobacco products, and except these two products, central government can levy excise. But if these two products are there in the medicine and toiletries, central government can levy excise on medicine and toiletries. So leave 4-5 lines below, because I'm going to tell you today how the after GST this entry number 84 looks like today. What is the current position? So what you do is leave 2 or 3 lines below. Now leave 2 or 3 lines below. Third entry, yes friends, third entry is entry number 92, tax on sale or purchase of newspaper and advertisement therein. Yes, my dear friends, as advertisement therein. Tax on sale or purchase of newspaper and advertisement therein. This is entry number 92. Now I'm going to tell you whether this entry still is there or been deleted. So you need to know, very important, to learn anything you need to know what was the background. Once you understand the background, then it becomes easy for me to teach you the current situation. So tax on sale or purchase of newspaper and advertisement therein. Fourth, leave again 1 or 2 lines below. Fourth is entry number 92A. Yes, tax on sale or purchase of goods other than newspaper in course of interstate trade or commerce. Tax on sale or purchase of goods other than newspaper in course of interstate trade. Using this entry in India, CST was levied. Yes, my dear friends, CST was levied. Tax on sale or purchase of goods other than newspapers. Here excise duty was levied. Custom duties were levied. Now one more entry. Again leave 2 or 3 lines below, not more than that. Entry number 92C. Friends, entry number 92C. Tax on services. Entry number 92C, which authorized central government to levy service tax. These were the key entries of the central government before introduction of GST. Now let's take up historical perspective of the state government. Let's see. The key entries of the state government were entry number 49, tax on Chalo, let's leave 49. Chalo, you can just put it. Tax on land and buildings. Entry number, leave 1 or 2 lines below. 1 or 2 lines below. Entry number 51. Duties of excise on A. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. याद रखिएगा, alcoholic liquor for human consumption was not there in entry number 84 because that is with the state. And B. Opium, Indian hemp and drugs. These two are with the state. But if these two, drugs etc., is in the medicines and toilets preparations, yani it is in the deodorants or the cosmetics, then the duties was on the central government. Hence, except, here was written except, not included in, but what should I write? However, if A and B are in medicines / toilet preparations or toiletries, then it is excluded. I'll take an example to make it clear. So the excise duties that were levied by the state government were on alcoholic liquor for human consumption and opium, Indian hemp and drugs. But if this alcoholic liquor or opium or drug ityadi is there in the medicines and toiletries, then it has to be excluded. And on this basis, state excise duties were levied. State excise duties were levied. Now, this is entry number 51. This was, leave 2 or 3 lines below. Leave 2 or 3 lines below. Third entry was entry number 52 of the state list. Tax on entry of goods in local area for consumption or resale. Now you can understand how much complicated the old laws were there, and that was the reason for introduction of GST. Some taxes were levied by the center, some taxes were levied by the state, some X, some Y, multiplicity of taxes were there. So entry number 52 was tax, and on this basis entry tax and octroi was levied. Every state used to levy entry tax / octroi, OCTROI. Entry tax and octroi was levied. Now let's come to next entry which was levied by the state government, entry number 54. Anybody has idea what was entry number 50?
I've switched off my mic now. Anybody has an idea what was entry number 54? Anybody has an idea? No. Entry number 54 authorized
the state government to levy VAT in the state. That was the entry of VAT. So now I'm going to tell you later on whether it has been removed or not. So entry number 54 says tax on sale of goods other than newspapers, because newspaper was with the central government. Sale of goods other than newspapers in the state. Tax on sale of goods other than newspaper in the state. Intrastate you can call it, intrastate. On this basis, VAT was levied. On this basis, my dear friends, VAT was levied. अब आप खुद ही समझ सकते हैं कितना रायता फैलाया हुआ था. How much curd was falling. Next, Next major entry, friends. Entry number 55. Entry number 55 said taxes on advertisement excluding ad published in newspaper. So newspapers, except newspapers, whenever ads were there in the TV or radio, whatever taxes were there, the state was authorized. I'm going to tell you whether this entry is still there or not, or it has been included in GST. Don't worry. Then there is another entry, leave 1 or 2 lines, entry number 6. There was one which I missed, is entry number 53. What you can do is, if you have little bit space, you can squeeze in a small entry here. What I'll do is entry number 53, entry number 53, which is tax on consumption and sale of electricity. So what you do is squeeze in, or you put a star and give a link. You put a star and give a link. Don't worry. So what I'll do is change the numbering also. 4, 5. This becomes 6. This becomes 6. This becomes 7. Entry number 60. This is taxes on profession, trade, or employment. If you know, this is professional tax or employment tax. Yes, this you might have studied in your executive. I'll let you know, don't worry. This is professional tax or employment tax. Professional tax or employment tax. Entry number 60. Yes. And last but not the least, entry number 62. This is the 8th entry. Entry number 62. And this is tax on luxuries. Luxury tax. Hotel ke stays pe lagta tha when used to travel. Luxuries tax, including tax on entertainment. This was entertainment tax when you used to watch movies in a movie hall. Now we don't have any possibility. Amusement. What is the difference between amusement and entertainment? Can anybody tell me?
Difference between entertainment and amusement. Anyone? Difference between entertainment and amusement.
सर
जी
एडवर्टाइजमेंट में हम एक्टिविटी नहीं करते हैं, एक्टिविटी करते हैं।
हाँ, अब इसको अगर मैं ऐसे बोलूं कि आपने सही बोला सोनल, अगर मैं हिंदी में बोलूं तो कि देख के मजा लेते हैं एंटरटेनमेंट में, और अम्यूजमेंट में करके मजा लेते हैं. So when you are in entertainment, you watch the show, whereas in amusement,
You do your things like a water park or a air ride. This is amusement parks where you just cannot watch. Oh, hey, how the water is falling. No. In a entertainment, there's a concert. You just watch it. There's an entertainment tax, and in an amusement, you do the activity to freshen up yourself. Fine. So, and there was a tax on, and there was also a tax on, tax already written, luxury tax, entertainment tax, amusement tax, betting tax, yes, gambling tax, and lotteries. Betting, gambling, and lottery. This was the most common taxes before introduction of GST. Just note it down. 8 major entries of the state list I've given you. My dear friends, luxuries, entertainment, amusement, betting, gambling, lotteries. And my dear lovely friends, 5 major entries of the union list. Now leave some lines between all the entries, because today only I'm going to tell you what is the current position. Now I'm going to take a practical example. So now is the GST. Before GST, it was VAT. If we can simplify the things, and before VAT, it was the sale tax system. This VAT was introduced lagbhag 2003-2004. And GST we know has been introduced in 2017. And pre 2003-2004 was the sale tax system. So one small example I'm going to take. Many of you might know the calculation of GST. That's not the point. Point is to take everybody along and then build up a strong building for each and everything we need to do. So we need to have a strong foundation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an example of the sale tax system and then how it was converted to the GST system. So you have written the entries, old entries. Now we are going to take an example. So just all the things is giving you a strong foundation. Maybe I've seen all the three systems in front of my eyes because I became a CA in 2001 too. So I've seen the sale tax system, I've seen the VAT system, I've seen the GST system, and I find the GST system to be the best. But anyhow, because of lot of compliances, people are giving it a bad name. And government now is also spoiling the essence of VAT by withholding the credits or stopping the credits. But government also can't help it. They don't have revenue. And Indian people are good in jugaad, even by fake invoices and everything, they try to pass on the credits. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is take an example of Mr. This is the सबसे पहला सिस्टम सेल टैक्स का था. Oldest system of goods, selling goods was the sale tax system. Now let's understand. There is one iron almirah. Yes. And there are four people. Mr. A. How does the system work? Mr. B, Mr. C, Mr. D. Mr. A is the manufacturer. Mr. B is the distributor. Mr. C is the wholesaler. And Mr. D is the retailer. And I'm talking about the sale tax system. That was the oldest system, sale tax system. Since independence till 2003-2004, the sale tax system was there. So friends, I'm going to tell you the sale tax system. यहाँ तक क्लियर है ना बात आपको? प्लीज मैं अगेन आई एम कमिंग बैक टू यू.
Your wish is my command. I'm coming back to you. Again, you people are understanding anything को technologically कुछ भी. Technologically, if you find some weak things, I'll modify the same day. Sanchit, Deepika, Sonal, Mayur, Vinod, Prakshi and everybody, please let me know. Fine. I can see thumbs up by Vinod. So you can do thumbs up, everyone. Technological part. Fine. Thank you.
So people, acha, in a online thing, na, you people have to motivate me. Yes, I'm telling you. I have a tendency to fall asleep in the class. So it's very important. It's very important for you to energize me. If you can write things and let's make the class interactive, it's very important. Fine. So let's proceed now. So friends, this is a manufacturer. What I am doing is, here it is his purchase cost or expenses. Now manufacturer is manufacturing an almirah for 8,000 rupees. The sale tax is 10%. And I'm going to tell you how the sale tax was such a bad system or a mess which has spoiled the whole indirect tax system. So his purchase or expenses were 8,000. His margin, that is his profit margin, was 2,000. and his total selling price without sale tax, his selling price was 10,000. And because pre 2003 2004 used to levy sale tax, here he used to levy 10% sale tax, and that will be, friends, 1,000 rupees. And the selling price with tax is 11,000 rupees. This was how a bill was issued under the sale tax system. 10,000 plus 1,000, 11,000 rupees. And what was the tax to the government? Tax to the government was 1,000 rupees. Tax to the government was 1,000 rupees. Tax to the government was 1,000 rupees. Now, what was the purchase price of Mr. B? Can you tell me what will be the purchase price of Mr. B?
You can speak in the mic. What will be the purchase price of Mr. B?
11,000.
बिल्कुल सही. 11,000 rupees.
Now let's assume his margin. This I'm assuming it. How do you get this figure? I'm assuming it. 4,000. Now it is 15,000, 1,500, 16,500, and tax to the government is 1,500. Similarly, the purchase price of C would be 16,500. I'm assuming 3,500 as his margin. 20,000. I'm assuming 10%, 2,000, 22,000. And this was 2,000 rupees. 22,000, I'm assuming his margin to be the most because retailer has a lot of margin. And 30,000, 3,000, 33,000. Total taxes which the government got on this piece of Elmira is rupees 7,500. Can you imagine an Elmira of 11,000 being converted to 33,000 Elmira? Elmira of just 11,000 manufactured by the manufacturer was converted to a 33,000 Elmira, in which the entire tax burden was 7,500 rupees. But how this system was rotten, and this rotten system is known as cascading effect. This is known as cascading effect. What is cascading effect? An item which was taxed earlier is again taxed. But sir, under GST also, how many times you sell the goods you have to put tax. But the problem is you are taxing the whole selling price again and again. Taxing the entire selling price again and again. Taxing the entire selling price again and again. This is just like I teach you the same things again and again. Today's class, I taught you the basics. The second class should be a little above it. But again, start with the entries. Let's do the basics. So the point is, you will get fed up. Your girlfriend is complaining about the same thing every day. Your boyfriend is complaining about the same thing every day. You get fed up. Bhai, koi nayi baat to bata. Again, you are saying the same thing. So you're taxing the entire selling price again and again, which leads to inflation, which leads to many other problems. Now, and this was not only the problem of the sale tax. There were multiplicity of taxes. I'm not going into detail. Then government introduced the VAT system. So what I'm going to do is, मैं VAT system को तो गायब ही कर देता हूँ. That is in between. So let's start from the start and let's go to the last system. Under GST, how this system works, how this cascading effect is removed. Let's see. So what I've done is, earlier the sale tax, बीच में VAT, let's ignore the VAT because we need not do it. And now the GST system, the same example. Can you do it on your own? Achha, how many of you can
Two hands. I'll see. No GST. How many of you know GST? Raise your hands. How many of you know GST? Vinod, Sonal, Rajendran. Yeah. So just do it. I'm giving you 5 minutes of time. In the meantime, I'll talk to the students also.
same example kindly make in the GST and assume GST rate of 10%, though I know GST is not 10%, but assume The same example, kindly solve under GST. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes of your time and make a table like this, A, B, C, D, everything like this. The performer, I'm going to help you. Don't worry. Performer, I'm going to help you. A, B, C, D, purchase, oblique expense, profit, selling price without GST. Now the language will be this. Add GST, selling price with the GST. This will be your selling price of A, B, C, and D. And this will be your output GST, input GST. And if anybody doesn't know, don't worry, I am there. Those who know, they can solve GST payable. So please do it. In the meantime, you can copy the performer. Then I'll start talking to you one by one for any of your doubts or something. But I suppose there will be no doubts. We are just going little bit basis, or the base is going on. So just make the same chart, output GST, input GST, GST payable. Try solving it. Giving you 5 minutes.
Hanji, in the meantime, you want to ask something or doesn't want to ask something? Hi Kanishka, I'm seeing you now. I think I didn't see you before. So just solve everyone.
Just same example, solve it using GST. Same example, solve it using GST. You're done. We know this done. What is the tax payable in the 4 stages? Just you can write down the answer. Tax payable by ABCD. After taking the input credit, what is the tax payable by ABCD? Mayur, you are also done or stuck somewhere? Whoever has solved it, give your answer in the chat box. Tax payable by Rajendran 0, 10,000, 1,500, 20,000. But that's a huge sum, dear Rajendran. Maybe Vinod 1,500, 510. No, neither is the right. Vinod, your answer is not right. No, Rajendran, this is also not the right answer. 0, 1000, 1500, 2000. Unfortunately not. But well tried. Keep on trying. Mayur has lost. Kanishka. Acha, I
Just removing my mic. You can speak up.
I don't think I've got the right answer.
Achha. That यानी I was right in solving in making you solve the basics क्योंकि so I was right in that point. Prakshi, no, 6700 is not the right answer. So don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. I'm telling you, I was under the impression that you people know much things. But don't disappoint me now. Now who is left to ask? Mayur is lost. I know. From his eyes I can make it out. Let's ask Prakshi. Prakshi is given the not right answer. Deepika.
Sorry,
Come again, dear. अच्छा नहीं मतलब at least ना my assumptions are clear कि at least I need to start from the basics. Sometimes ना as a teacher I feel that you people know ना.
let's skip the topic.
I'm expecting now answer from Mr. Shah. Mr. Shah, the nation wants to know what's the right answer. You see Arnab Goswami मतलब on Republic TV.
The nation wants to know. मतलब such a
अच्छा RVI Gaming, what's your name? You put RVI Gaming. Please put your right name. This is like a kids gaming. This is not a game console. So please change the name. Yes, Kanishka.
Rajesh.
Rajeshwari.
This is my son's
हाँ no issues, no issues. Kanishka, yeah, Kanishka is. Kanishka has given. चलिए स्विच ऑफ करिए माइक अपना. मैंने बंद कर दिया आपको ना. अच्छा, very good, Kanishka. Now you have hit the nail. So good, so good. आइए, let's see.
I think only one person has given me the right answer. One is Kanishka. Let's proceed now. So first understand the old system, how it was wrong. In the old system, every seller used to put tax on the entire selling price. On the entire selling price. The entire selling price was taxed. By I am selling for 15, I'll levy tax on 15. Other is selling for 20, he will levy tax on 20. Other is selling for 30, he will put tax on 30. So how many times good was sold? The entire selling price was taxed. This led to double taxation, triple taxation, multiple taxation. Abhi to I'm not talking about CST. I'm not talking about services. This was just a limitation of sale tax. There were limitations of service tax. There were limitations of many other taxes. I'm just giving you a very simplistic approach कि कितना rotten system था कि बार बार you are selling the goods and every time tax is levied on the entire selling price. Bhai, when you graduate or when you pass fourth, you come to the fifth standard. The teacher doesn't teach you about fourth. She'll teach you about fifth. Once you come to sixth, the teacher will not teach you about fifth. She'll teach you the sixth standard studies. So the taxes should always be on the value addition. The amount which you have added, taxes should be there. For example, in B stage, 4,000 was added because 11,000 is the old material. He added 4,000. Taxes should be 4,000 ka 10%, 400 rupees. Just like, and he added 3,500. The taxes should be 350 rupees. He added 8,000. Taxes should be 800 rupees. He added entire 10 because this 8,000 is also his own creation. So 10 taxes should be 1,000. In this case, the tax is 1,000. But here, instead of 400, tax is 1,500. Here, instead of 350, taxes is 2,000. Here it is, instead of 800, tax is 3,000. This is all a wrong system. Because every time, do you expect me in the second class to teach you the same things again? You will say, no, sir, please leave us. Similarly, the government introduced VAT. So I'm ignoring the VAT. I'm directly coming to the GST. GST system is just like the VAT system, but it is a better version of the VAT. Now, in this case, how this GST system works, listen to me and understand. 8,000 is the purchase of the expense because the first person manufacturer, he didn't purchase goods from any person. So his expenditure in manufacturing the Almira is 8,000. His profit is 2,000 and his selling price without tax is 10,000. Now here also GST is levied on your selling price. Sir, if GST is also levied on the selling price, then it will become like sale tax. What is the advantage? Have patience. I am to tell you how this GST is a better version of VAT or even a better version of sale tax. But let's see one by one. Under GST, you levy tax on your sale price. Yes. पर ये वो पुराने सिस्टम से बेटर क्यों है? You will come to know. You levy tax on your sale price. That is 1,000 rupees. And your selling price with GST is 11,000 rupees. Sir, answer is coming the same. Wait patiently. What is the beauty of GST? You're going to understand. So GST में you levy GST on the entire selling price. Whether you are selling goods or you are selling services, GST will be on entire amount. This is not a profit tax. This is a consideration tax. सेल टैक्स कोई बदले में वैट आया है ना, वैट के बदले में जीएसटी आया है. तो इट इज अ टैक्स ऑन सप्लाई, ऑन सेल, ऑन ट्रांसफर. Entire amount is taxable. Now listen to me. How much tax you need to deposit to the government? That is output GST. Output GST is GST on sales. Yes. And what is input GST? It is GST on purchases. GST on purchases. Can anybody tell me
what is the input GST of A? Except the girl giving us the right answer, that was Kanishka. Can anybody tell me what was the input GST? Zero, because he didn't purchase goods from any person. So his input GST
is nil. Are Baba, in fact, the beauty of GST is not understood in the first sale. It's understood in the second. When B will sell, na, you will understand. Now, government says your output GST minus input GST is GST payable. That is 1,000 rupees. Here also, I bet you will not be able to understand anything. But you write it down. Don't worry. Once we complete the chart, you will become a bond. I'm telling you, not James Bond. You will become a bond of GST. Don't worry. You will become a bond of GST. Don't worry. Now, very important thing. This all the answers will be made by you except that good girl Kanishka. Everybody will answer. Kanishka, you are exempted. You can go to sleep.
Now I'll take their class. Don't worry. Now tell me the purchase price of Mr. B. Tell me the purchase price of Mr. B. Anyone except Kanishka.
11,000.
No.
8,000.
10,000 will be the purchase price. Now, sir, why we are taking 10,000? In the old system of sale tax, we used to take 11,000 the purchase price. Obviously, B has paid 11,000. No denying about the fact. The bill which B might have got was 10 plus 1 plus 11. 11,000 should be the cost. No. Now look at the B's journal entries. B will pass journal entries like this. Purchase of goods. Purchase of goods. My dear friends, 10,000. Input GST 1,000. If paid cash purchases 11,000. This system is just like you went to a big
bazaar or a general store. You purchase goods for 11,000 and they said, we are going to give you a coupon. We are going to give you a coupon of 1,000 rupees. Next time you come to our shop and drop, we are going to give you a discount of 1,000 next time. So effectively, you are paying 11 now, but you're going to get a discount of 1,000 next time. So your cost becomes 10. This is just like I am a Swiggy fan. I am a big Swiggy fan. Yes. How many of you are
Swiggy or Zomato fans? Just can you show me your face? Though my mother and my wife or anyone, everybody makes a lot of good food in my house, but Vinod is there. Anyone else? Kanishka is also there. So that 20 rupees Amazon Pay balance which I get gives me such a happiness. I can't tell you, because you are not guilty of spending money.
you are guilty of spending money too much on Swiggy and Zomato. So we tried to console myself. Sometimes coupons are also there in Swiggy. And you might have seen, you people know. So my bill came 250. They were giving me a coupon of 50, now 200. Now if I pay by Amazon Pay, I'm going to get cashback of 20 rupees. So what will be my cost? 180. Then it is reasonable. 300 rupees, 250 rupees was too high. 180 is reasonable. We all do all this calculation. Similarly, in Big Bazaar I went, 11,000 shopping I did. And they said we are going to give back 1,000, not now, but once you come back to us again. So effectively, 1,000 is like an advance which I've given to them. But once I go for the shopping next time, 1,000 will be subtracted and my effective cost for this shopping becomes 10,000. So that 1,000 I've paid extra, but that is not gone in vain. That is not gone in vain. That I'm going to get from the government once I use the purchase and sell it again. So friends, my dear friends, when you purchase goods or services under GST and you pay taxes on purchase, you don't add the GST in the purchase price. आप परचेज प्राइस में जीएसटी ऐड नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट क्या कहती है, आगे जाके वो माइनस हो जाएगा. इट इज लाइक एन एडवांस पेमेंट. It is like an advance payment, though you paying more. See, if you can catch this concept, I'm a businessman. I need my 11,000 rupees. I've spent 11. I need my 11,000. Earlier under the sale tax system, government was not cooperative. Government used to not give any cashback. Some stores don't give cashback. So I've stopped going to that stores. So now this 1,000 government says, don't worry, we are going to give back. Don't trouble the customer. Earlier, listen to me, this is the soul of GST. Earlier, when I used to pay 11, I used to charge 11 in the selling price and recover it from the customer. सीधी सी बात है, मेरा खर्चा है, मैं customer से लूंगा. But under GST, Government says, don't trouble the customer. Trouble us. For example, I need to take the fees. Your parents come and say, don't trouble our children. I will not trouble. I'm your well-wisher, na Baba. I'm just giving an example. So your parents come and say, don't take the fees from our children. Take the fees from us. So I need to recover my cost, whether you pay or you tell your parents to pay. So similarly, I spent 15,000 rupees to purchase an Almira. I need to recover. Government says you recover 10 from the customer and you recover 1,000 from us. If you can understand this thing now, your 50% GST will be in your pocket. Matlab, the concept will be in your pocket. So the margin here is 4,000, 14,000. And I'm going to levy GST of 10%. Again, GST is levied on the entire selling price. But the selling price is less. Under the sale tax system, the selling price was, my dear friends, 15,000. Because I am giving relief to the customer by not adding my taxes on purchase to my selling price. Because government is giving me a helping hand. Government says, Gupta ji, don't worry, we are with you. Your taxes, we are going to give it back. I said, how will I get it back? Government says, have patience, don't shout. So 1,400, this becomes 15,400. Now see the beauty of GST. Government says, how much you have collected from Mr. C? I say, I have collected 1,400. This cash is with me. Friends, when I issued the bill to C, just look at it. Just assume yourself as B. आपको समझ आ रहा है? मैं
दोबारा एक बार आ रहा हूँ. Just show your anguthas, thumbs to me. You getting what
I'm saying? Fine. So government says, I am B. Assume you are all B. You are B yourself. Now 1,400 I have got from C. Government says, don't deposit 1,400. I said, I need not deposit 1,400. Government said, no. The 1,000 you retain and you deposit balance 400 to us. So when I make a sale of 15,400, I receive 14 for myself and 1,400 for the government. Government sacrificed its interest and said, don't deposit 1,400. You have already deposited 1,000 when you purchased, not deposit the balance. So now the sale entry, this is the purchase entry, which was made by the B. Now the sale entry will be bank account debit 15,400 to sales 14,000 to output GST 1,400. And then you're going to use that advance amount of 1,000 to set off your liability of 1,400. Now set off of input GST from output GST. How? Like this. Output GST 1,400 to input GST. That input GST has a debit balance now. Now it is used as a coupon. 1,000. And this is your GST payable, which you need to deposit to the government. And once your liability is ascertained, now you deposit GST. Deposit GST. GST payable 400 to bank. This is how the system works. Yes, the input taxes are like advance taxes. If you are good in income tax, we deposit advance tax. And once we need to deposit the tax at the time of return, we subtract the advance tax. Or just like the booking amount, you paid X amount and the final fees is Y amount. The remaining amount is not X plus Y. It is Y total fees minus X that you need to pay. Similarly, the concept is like this. Now, you have copied this. Now let me know what will be the purchase price of C. Purchase price of C.
14,000.
हाँ, सब बच्चे बोले, please everybody should tell me now. What will be the purchase price?
14.
Yes, that will be for who is अरे अरे कौन है ये who's who is amongst another teacher in the group? Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Please.
Let's proceed now. So here it will be 14,000. Margin is 3,500. 17,500. 1750. 19,250. Again, his output tax will be 1750. Input tax will be 1,400. And 350 rupees will be the tax liability. Now here the purchase price will be, my dear friends, purchase price will be 17,500. 8,000 was the margin. 25,500. One more beautiful thing I'll going to tell you. 2550. 28050. One more beautiful thing I'm going to tell you. Very mathematical. 2550. How much credit will it take? How much purchase पे tax कितना दिया? 1750. Or once you subtract, you get 800. Now you add the 4. And that is 2550. And this 2550 is also happens to be here. See how beautiful the system is. 2550 here. And what is the inference you make here? Total of 4 stage taxes. और जो मैंने पहले बोला था value add पे tax होना चाहिए, which I told you. See, he added how much value? He added 4,000 value. 400 he paid tax. See, he paid 400, 10%. See how proportionate it became. 3,500 he added value. He paid 350. He added 10,000 value. See, he added 10,000 value, 8 and 2, because he didn't purchase from anyone. His value was 10. He paid 1,000. See. And what is the retailer value addition? 800. Because these things are already taxed. Why to tax purchase again? Because purchase was taxed at the low previous stage. And this was 800. And this, my dear friends, 2550 is again here. So what is the
what he calls relevance you can make? Entire burden will fall off GST on the consumer. This D will sell it to the consumer. D will sell to the consumer. These are B2B sales, business to business sales, business to business sales, business to business sales, and the last
sale, my dear friends, is B2C, business to consumer. So if a question comes under GST, the entire burden is on the consumer. Yes, because the consumer, when I go to the big bazaar, I'll get the goods for this bill. Na? This will be the bill issued to by the big bazaar people to me. The entire 2550 will be borne by me. But I cannot claim the credit. Can anybody tell me why the consumer cannot claim credit?
Anybody? Because he is not further selling the goods, neither using the goods for business or profession. He is not using the goods for commercial purpose. He is buying the toothpaste to clean his teeth. He is buying the soap to clean his body. He is not reselling the things. He is not using them business. He will not be able to claim the credit. So who are able to claim the credit? B2B people are able to claim the credit. And have you understood now how GST works? Let me know first. Yes or no? अच्छा अब प्लीज माइक बंद करिएगा अपना राजलक्ष्मी प्लीज माइक बंद करिएगा अपना हैव यू अंडरस्टूड रेज योर थम्स टू मी Have you understood how GST works? Great. Let's take
Another example. Now, see, now let's come back to the entries now. After GST, how these entries are now. Let's see. This entry is same. Now with a different color pen or a pencil, I want you to write. With a different color pen or a pencil, I want you to write so that you can know the difference. So current position, you can write current position, different color pen, or you underline it. It is the same. Yes, duties of customs are there under GST also. All taxes have not come under GST. It is the same. Yes. Some custom duties have been abolished, which I'm going to tell you later on. Now, this entry number 84 is now modified as follows. See, the new entry. This was the old entry. After GST, the entry is, I've written it down so that it becomes easy for me also. Duties of excise on A, petroleum products, and B, tobacco products. Now after GST, excise duty has been abolished by the central government on all products except two products. Petroleum products are still subject to excise and tobacco products are still subject to excise. What I'll do is just write it down. I'll explain later on because it takes so much of time to explain and write at the same time. What you do is just write whatever I'm writing with the, इसको highlight कर दीजिएगा या इसको different pen से or a pencil, just use it like this. Entry number 92. Friends, entry number 92 has been deleted. This after GST, this entry is deleted. 92 entry has been deleted. Entry number 92A remains, but this has also been deleted. This should be deleted. This is also deleted. It is also deleted. 92C after GST is also deleted. After GST, 92C is also deleted. But I need to check this. I'll confirm in the next class because there's some doubt in my mind whether it has been deleted or kept. I'll confirm in the next class. No point writing the wrong thing. Confirm in the next class. आइए next. So सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की देखिएगा जरा. अच्छा, डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में कोई चेंज नहीं है. ये ऑल द एंट्रीज आर सेम, नो चेंज. आफ्टर जीएसटी माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, डायरेक्ट टैक्स में कोई चेंज नहीं. इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस की आफ्टर जीएसटी जरा चेंजेस देख लीजिएगा. करंट पोजीशन इट इज सेम. एंट्री नंबर 84, आई एम नॉट मेकिंग यू अंडरस्टैंड. two items are only left. 92 deleted. 92A, though CST is abolished, but entry has been abolished or not, I'll let you know. 92C, tax on services deleted. Now let's come to the state taxes, my dear friends, state taxes. This is after GST same. It is same. It is still there. It has not been abolished. Entry number 51. They have modified entry number 51. Yes, my dear friends, as follows. After GST, duties of excise on A, alcoholic liquor for human consumption, yes, excise duties, and B, that is opium, Indian hemp, drugs, yes, not in medicine and toiletries. बताता हूं भी मैं. अभी आप लिख लो एक बार, it becomes easy for me. So write down the current position. Duties of excise on alcohol and liquor for human consumption, opium, Indian hemp, drug not in medicine toiletries. So the entry number, my dear friends, 51 now gives power for alcoholic liquor for human consumption, opium not in medicine toiletries. Entry number 52 deleted. After GST, this has been deleted. My dear friends, it has been deleted. Entry number 53 remains. After GST, it is same. Entry number 53 same. 53 same. थोड़ा गिच पिच हो गया है some because I have less space here, but you can write properly. Now let's come to entry number 54. Now 54 says after GST, tax on sale of, yes, A, petroleum products, yes, my dear friends. B, alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Tax on sale of petroleum products, alcoholic liquor for human consumption. लिखिएगा प्लीज दोस्तों. Tax on sale of petroleum products, alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Entry number 55 deleted. After GST, it is deleted. Entry number 55 deleted. Entry number 60 after GST remains. It is same. It remains. After GST, entry number 63 is there. Entry number 62. Yes, my dear friends, entry number 62 is modified as below. After GST, it is modified as taxes on entertainment and amusement to the extent levied and collected by local authorities. Now the state government is not levying any taxes on entertainment, amusement. Only entertainment and amusement taxes under the old law are levied by the local government. तो ये आप एक बार कॉपी कर लीजिएगा एक बार. और 92A मेरे हिसाब से तो है, डिलीट नहीं हुई है. CST अबॉलिश कर दिया है, लेकिन 92A है. I'll confirm, no issues. चलिए, तो दिस वॉज फर्स्ट पार्ट. देखिए जी, जो ये एंट्रीज बनाई है ये फर्स्ट पार्ट है जो हमने आज किया. टुडे विट वी डिड. सेकेंड पार्ट इज द एग्जाम्पल. Now do you think in this example, once we do under GST, is there any cascading effect? No. Write down, there is no cascading effect under GST. There is no double taxation / cascading effect under GST. That is, tax is on value addition. 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 ये यहां तक कॉपी करा, पर जरा बताइएगा.
Let me know. I'm coming back. There is no double taxation. There is no cascading effect. Tax is on value addition. I'm coming back to the screen. Hanji, raise your, just show me a thumb that it is clear to everyone. Clear. Now friends,
let me guide you to very important thing. Third point of the today's lecture. Third point. First was the entries. Second was the example. Third point was the problems of existing system and how they were rectified under GST. Under the old system, there was cascading effect was there. ये मैंने किया, cascading effect was there. No cascading effect. No cascading effect. Acha. Under the old system, my dear friends, under the old system, there was multiple taxes. Multiple taxes. As I told you, इंट्रा पे वैट लगाते थे, इंटर पे सीएसटी लगाते थे, सर्विसेज पर सर्विस टैक्स लगाते थे, फिर एंट्री टैक्स लगता था. देखिएगा जरा, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एंट्री टैक्स भी लगाती थी. बट अंडर जीएसटी there is no multiple taxes. Under GST there is no multiple taxes. Under GST there is a single tax. There is a single tax which is known as GST. Whether intra हो, inter हो, goods हो, services हो, सब पे GST लगेगा. सब पे GST लगेगा. सब पे जीएसटी लगेगा. लिखिए जरा. हाँ जी. सो सिंगल टैक्स इंट्रा हो, इंटर हो, गुड्स हो, सर्विसेज हो, जीएसटी लगेगा. तो मल्टीपल टैक्स की प्रॉब्लम भी जीएसटी ने दूर कर दी. सुनिएगा. थर्ड जरा देखिएगा. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लेवीड different taxes separately which led to conflict. फिर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होगा ना, मैं ये करूंगा आप वो करोगे. अब जीएसटी जो है ना, बोथ सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट विल लेवी टुगेदर. ओ, सो देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. Otherwise, there used to be conflict between center and the state. Center used to levy X taxes, state used to levy Y taxes. There used to be a conflict. Under GST, both are levied together. Whether GST is intra or inter, whatever is the case, is levied together. मिलकर खाएंगे. बात ही खत्म हो गई. Why to fight? If Jio and ATL start combining themselves, there will be no fight. Now, next. Under the old system, problem was there of definition of goods and services. Different taxes, my dear friend, different taxes on goods, my dear friend, different taxes on goods and different taxes on services. But under GST, acha, why there was a problem? I make you remember, before 2017, if you have gone to McDonald's, yes, if you've gone to McDonald's or a restaurant and eaten a 100 rupee burger, so VAT was also there and service tax was also there. VAT people used to say it is sale of goods because you are having burger, and service tax people used to say you are enjoying the ambience. This is sale of service. This is sale of service. So these to be conflict. But under GST, government says will tax goods and service. Similarly, there will be no distinction. So fifth, no distinction between, yeah, well, levied both. There is some distinction. I should not say this, but levied on both goods and services. So this problem is also not there because there were some taxes on goods, some taxes on services. Boys will do this, girls will do this. Girls will be in the kitchen, boys will be earning money. Should not be the way. Anybody can do anything. So we'll say, boy wants to enter the kitchen, you enter. And the girl wants to earn money, now you enter. So we are giving liberty. Now, another very problematic area under the old system. Fifth, just it got off my mind. Very problematic area was multiple taxable events. Yes, my dear friends, multiple taxable events. इसका मतलब ये होता है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्टेज एक्साइज, listen to me, intra-state sale VAT CST, goods enter the state entry tax. Now there are different taxes in the same production line. When you are manufacturing, you levy. When you sell, you levy. When the goods enter a particular area, there is entry tax. So multiple taxable events, but under GST, only one taxable event. Yes, my dear friend, can you tell me what is the taxable event?
Sir, GST. I'm on the mic. बहुत बढ़िया, very good, very good.
Supply. So GST मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे नहीं है, GST गुड्स एंटर करेंगे नहीं है, ओनली ऑन सप्लाई. तो गुड्स बना के रख लिए, देर इज नो GST. गुड्स आ गए स्टेट में, नो GST. जब सप्लाई होंगे, जब GST लगेगा. नाउ देवर मल्टीपल registrations under multiple acts, like having multiple girlfriends and multiple boyfriends and multiple parents. Multiple registration under multiple acts. You are having a excise registration, you are having a VAT registration, you are having a CST registration, you have a registration under octroi, but there is only registration under GST only. Now there are only one act, that is GST Act. Whether it is CG, SG, leave aside, registration under GST only. Multiple registration means multiple returns, multiple books of accounts under different acts, multiple acts. Now there is only returns and books of accounts under GST only. Next, under the old system, my dear friends, high cost of accounting and high professional fees, because multiple acts were there, multiple professionals. One professional was good in service tax, another professional was good in excise, another professional was good in another. तो हर एक्ट के अंदर अलग अलग प्रोफेशनल्स होते हैं, और मुश्किल ये हो जाती है कि एक जगह कोई प्रोफेशनल काम करता है, दूसरी जगह कोई प्रोफेशनल काम करता है. यहां पर बेनिफिट क्या है? यहां पर बेनिफिट ये है कि एक ही GST का प्रोफेशनल चाहिए. सो आई वुड से लो कॉस्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग, यहां पर लो कॉस्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग है, लो कॉस्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग. अच्छा, दैट्स आर द मेजर पॉइंट्स ऑफ GST. यस, दैट इज द मेजर पॉइंट्स. लिखिए जरा. अब मैं आपसे पूछूंगा फोर्थ पॉइंट. दिस इज माय थर्ड पॉइंट जो हमने किया. एक सेकेंड, इसको हमने आज अभी लिंक क्या दिया. थर्ड पॉइंट, प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ द एग्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम, हाउ रेक्टिफाइड अंडर GST. फोर्थ लिखिए, फोर्थ पॉइंट, फोर्थ लिखिए जी, फोर्थ पॉइंट लिखिए. नाउ यू टेल मी, GST cases, sale of goods. Is GST levied on sale of goods?
Tell me, is GST levied on sale of goods?
Yes.
Yes. Is GST levied on sale of services?
Yes.
Yes. Say yes or no. That's it. Let's keep it very simple. Sale of goods in interstate इंटरस्टेट बताइए, जीएसटी इज देयर. सेल ऑफ, अरे जस्ट स्विच ऑफ योर माइक राजेश्वरी. Rajeshwari, you switch off your mobile, dear. Sale of services in intrastate. Intrastate, again GST. Acha, now
exports and imports of goods, again GST, though we will exempt the exports and levy tax on imports, but again GST. So the point I'm trying to say is, whether you're selling the goods in intrastate or interstate, GST is applicable on all. Now, very important thing, use the entries which I told you. Manufacturing of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Tell me, what kind of
tax will be levied?
No, sir.
नहीं नहीं, कोई GST तो नहीं लग रहा. But GST is not levied, but some tax is there. Though I would say GST is not levied. Nahi, manufacturing. Acha, you give me answer in the chat box. I'm switching off your mics because it becomes too confusing.
Give me answer in the chat box. Manufacturing of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Manufacturing की बात कर रहा हूं. Excise, VAT नहीं, दीपिका, VAT, state excise. Very good. Very good. State excise duty. Very good. Very good. State excise duty. This will be the last topic of today. All these examples. Now, very good. Sale of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Which tax? GST is not there. Neither on manufacturing or sale. Which tax will be levied? Now tell me in the chat box. Sale of alcoholic liquor for human consumption. See the entries, the new entries as per that. Very good, Mayur. VAT will be levied. VAT will be levied. Manufacturing of petroleum products. Manufacturing of petroleum products. Is GST levied or there? Manufacturing of petroleum products. No. But taxes are levied on manufacturing of petroleum products. Manufacturing of petroleum. Central excise duties. Central excise duties. CED. Central excise duty. Alcoholic liquor, state excise duty. Very good. Ninth, sale of petroleum products. Sale of petroleum products. Tell me which duty? No, GST is not there. GST is not there. Neither on alcoholic liquor, neither on petroleum products. But which duty is there? Sale of petroleum products. You go to the petrol pump. VAT. Yes. Yes. Now tell me tobacco. Manufacturing of tobacco. Manufacturing of tobacco. Manufacturing of tobacco products. Manufacturing of tobacco products. GST is not there. These intoxication products are different. है ना? बाकी GST is on everything. Intoxication, alcoholic, petroleum products. Hanji, tell me.
Which tax is levied
Here. Manufacturing, central excise duty. Very good. Central excise duty. Very good. Now let me know. Very important. Manufacturing of medicines containing alcohol. This is a tricky thing. I don't think anybody can answer. Challenge. Manufacturing of medicines containing alcohol. Manufacturing of medicines containing alcohol.
नहीं, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे तो जीएसटी है ही नहीं ना राजेंद्रन. देयर इज नो जीएसटी ऑन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ मेडिसिन. GST is on supply. So there is no tax on manufacturing, neither excise nor GST. No tax on manufacturing, no. But sale, yes. But sale of medicine containing alcohol or without alcohol? Containing alcohol, it is GST. So there is no excise, CED नहीं है, अब हट गया है, सेंट्रल एक्साइज नहीं है, जीएसटी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे। तो यानी कि जो मेडिसिन है उसके मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे, एल्कोहल वाली मेडिसिन पे जो मेडिसिन एंड टॉयलेट प्रिपरेशन एक्ट थी वो हटा दी है, तो यानी कि ये हट गया, लेकिन सेल पे है। अब सुनिएगा, सुनिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात, ये बातें समझिएगा, ये आपको बैकबोन है। सेल ऑफ टोबैको
प्रोडक्ट्स, बताइए सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स, लेट मी नो। सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स, सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स, सीएसटी तो हटा दिया है ना, सीएसटी तो हटा दिया है, सेल है, सेल, वो तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पे है। वैट, यस वैट, 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 सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स इज कवर्ड अंडर वैट। अरे नॉट वैट, अरे बाबा, अरे बाबा, तुम भी ना गलत आंसर देते हो, आई कॉपी दैट ऑल्सो। जीएसटी, इट इज जीएसटी, इट इज जीएसटी, नॉट वैट, इट इज जीएसटी। सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स, सेल ऑफ टोबैको प्रोडक्ट्स पे जीएसटी आ गया है। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ टोबैको, लिसन टू मी, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ टोबैको इट इज सेंट्रल एक्साइज, but sale of tobacco is under GST. So this is unique. Tobacco manufacturing is under central excise, tobacco sale under GST. Unique, unique. See, again unique. Medicines manufacturing, no tax. Medicine sale, GST. Listen, unique things. Petroleum products, entirely under the old system. Low, you can call it like this, entirely under the old system, entirely under old system. This will clear the air. Old system, entirely under old system, है ना? Alcoholic liquor, entirely under the old system, entirely under old system. This will help you manufacturing sale, दोनों लग रहे हैं, डबल टैक्सेशन हो रहा है, होने दो। But tobacco products, my dear friends, 10 and 13, old and new both. Tobacco products, old and new both. This alcoholic medicines and drug medicines entirely under GST now. Entirely under GST. This will help you to understand this table. So only two products are entirely under the old system, that is alcoholic liquor for human consumption and petroleum products. Old excise, old VAT, old central excise, old VAT. Tobacco manufacturing under old system, but tobacco sale under GST. I don't think you people are smoking enough.
If you were smoking enough or drinking enough, so you might have known these things, or you might be going to a wine and beer shop to buy, or going to thekas, so you might be knowing all these things. So you people are very good, so you don't know anything about these things, so that is a good thing which I assume.
Now let's take another example. Let's take another example. Import of goods, 14th, import of goods. Hanji, what will you apply? Import of goods. Custom duties are there. Yes, Custom Act is there. Custom duties are there. Plus GST is also there. It is both under the old and the new system. Old and the new. Yes. Import of goods. Now, 15th, import of services. No Customs Act. Services पे Custom Act नहीं है. No Custom Act. No Custom Act. It is entirely under the GST. Services, mind you need to be very clear. Need to be very clear. Import of goods under the Custom Act. Some duties have been abolished. Abhi I am not going to CVD, SAD. Some duties, import duties, basic import duties are there. Now, export. Just a second, friends. Export of goods. It is again under the Customs Act, also under the GST Act. Regarding export of services, Custom Act is not there, GST is there, no Customs Act. So now you will be able to know that customs is only on goods. So no Customs Act, GST is there. Whether it will be exempt or not, that's not the point. So what should I say to you now? Tobacco is a thing which is under the old and new. Alcoholic liquor entirely old. Petroleum products entirely old. Medicines, manufacturing of drugs. Let's do it. 18th. Let's not take it. Let's do it. Manufacturing of Indian hemp, drugs, etc. Which duty? Again, my dear friends, state excise duty. No GST. No GST. A sale of Indian hemp, again VAT, no GST. Now, I will like to finish off the session. I just wanted to clear your basics today. I'm coming back to your mics. You can open your mouth. Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating sugar, no, Papa. Open your mouth. Ha ha ha. So now you open your now you open your mouth and give me your answers or feedback or doubts or any of the things. Please, one by one, we are going to talk to all. Give me your feedback. This was the first time I've held a session myself, and I feel so nice and feel so privileged. So let's start from Vinod. Everybody switch off your mics. Vinod, not Vinod, Vinod.
Yes, sir.
So switch off your mics, Sonal. Hanji Vinod, so you want, yeah.
Yeah, sir. Today, whatever you told us, this new kind of things with these cases and all,
Hmm.
whenever earlier I used to study, it was not catching. Now it is working on thought. But again, we have to revise and all.
Obviously, you just go through it and you will come to know कि when you read the entries, the old entries, the new entries, you take time to understand. Some people understand first, some people understand twice, some people understand thrice. So you go on and read yourself and you will be able to know new things. Thank you. So let's come to Mayur. Hmm. Hmm. They have kept out because the revenues of the state government and the central government are immense. If they keep it under GST, they have to pass on the credit. And as you know, under GST, the revenue falls. Under GST, the revenue falls. Elmira, we used to have 7,500 taxes. Now the taxes were 2,550. So once the petroleum products will be under GST, the credit has to be distributed, the revenue will come. रेवेन्यू कम हो जाएगा तो वो डर है उनको. हाँ जी बताइए. वो नहीं ऐसा नहीं है कि डायरेक्ट रेवेन्यू उनको SGST एक्ट से भी डायरेक्ट रेवेन्यू आता है। जब SGST लगता है स्टेट के अंदर, उससे भी तो रेवेन्यू उनको ही मिल रहा है, क्योंकि अगर हम खाना खाते हैं तो 2.5% SG है और 2.5% UT, 2.5% CG है, तो 2.5% तो दे आर ऑलरेडी गेटिंग। But dear, intrastate they are already getting money na. So main matter, they don't want to lose revenue. That is the main aim. That is the main aim. Hanji Sanket, you want to ask something? Sanket, you have to switch on your mic. Your mic is switched off. Deepika, you joined late. You must be tired now. So did you understand the basics? Great. And I'm going to send some questions. I'm going to send some questions also today on the basic things, which I'll prepare tonight and send you across. So you can practice your knowledge, some MCQ types and some basic questions, so that every session you must revise. Fine. Sonal, thank you, Deepika. Yeah, go on. No, this I have taken because it gives me a high. I'm telling you, I need persons to talk to. My wife doesn't listen to me, so I need persons to talk to. So you are by default the candidates to listen. So you are there for 2.5 hours. If I tell something to my wife, she'll throw me out of the home. She doesn't listen to me for 2.5 minutes. And you people are patiently listening to me for 2.5 hours. That means a lot. Chaliye, so I'll send MCQs and the what do you call small questions today for the first lecture. Sonal, thank you, Deepika. Sonal, no, any doubt? Did you enjoy the session? And Sonal, smile more. Smile more. Acha, chalo, take care. Now, Prakshi, enjoy yourself. Prakshi, Hanji, did you understand? Now, एक बार अब आप एंट्रीज को देखना, पहले क्या थी बाद में क्या थी, उसके हिसाब से आपको क्लैरिटी मिलेगी. चले, राजेश्वरी, थैंक यू, गॉड ब्लेस यू. आपको समझ आया? चलो, हाँ, और आज मैं एमसीक्यूज भेज दूंगा रात को, तो एमसीक्यू और बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स पढ़िएगा, समझ आ जाएगा. चलिए, एंड कनिष्का, नो डाउट. चलो, वेरी गुड. सो बस आज बेसिक्स था ना, मुझे भी समझ नहीं आ रहा था कहां से स्टार्ट करूं, बट आई ट्राइड वेल कि आपको थोड़ा सा बना पाऊं. देयर वाज नो टॉपिक टू बी टॉट टुडे. इन फैक्ट there was no topic as such. If there was a section, I could have made you write, but this today was a general session. I tried to combine many things. So practice the questions and we'll meet on Wednesday. कोई रह तो नहीं गया जिससे पूछना था? राजेंद्रन, yeah, I left Rajendran, you have any queries? Rajendran, he's a shy guy. चलिए, तो आप you can speak out of the turn if you want. If you're not having any queries, then I can log off and enjoy your dinner now. So I'll meet you after tomorrow, that is on Wednesday, same time. And meantime, Prakshi, yeah, I got Prakshi now. Prakshi's come. Are you in a cave or something, Prakshi? You are doing meditation? लाइट चली गई आपकी, दिमाग की लाइट चल रही है. चलो, आई थिंक चलो चलो, थैंक यू ऑल, लव यू ऑल, एंड दिस वाज द बेसिक थिंग. चलो, enjoy yourself, see you on Wednesday.